Hey there, Sagittarius. How we doing? Welcome to your October 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get started. Call upon thee, Iao, that thou send Haru, the great angel, send over the operation of this secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Alright, Sagittarius. Hope you all having a good Virgo season. We're still in. We are. A good September and a good end of the summer. Fall begins and in on Sunday. Yes, it does. Alright. If you'd like to book a personal reading, a healing session, anything like that, all the information to do so should be in the description box below. That being said, I'll say some more stuff. We will be using the Thoth Tarot, Queen of Cups, and this will be a Tree of Life spread. We'll be using what I know of the Kabbalah and the Kabbalah. So if you don't understand or recognize what it is I'm talking about, that's okay. I will try to make it as user-friendly as possible. If you have any suggestions or comments, though, please leave it in the chat. Constructive criticism is always helpful. And if you have any non-constructive criticism, you know, those are always fun. Alright, I digress. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to be made aware of? What should they look out for? What should they look for? How can we best help them out? The month of October 2024, please, and thank you kindly. Alright. I will draw the tree. Cut the deck, draw the tree. And we'll get into it. Princess of Cups, bottom of the deck. Here we go. Mwah. Okay, in the all, your consciousness, you have Eight of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius. In wisdom, you have Four of Discs, Sun Scorpio, no, excuse me, Sun Capricorn. In understanding, you have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. All right. Or creation, love. In love, you have the Seven of Wands. In power, you have the Knight of Cups, Fire of Water. Two knights on the pillar of form. Interesting. In truth, you have the Devil, Capricorn energy. All right, World of Formation, Victory. You have the Prince of Wands, Air of Fire. In Splendor, you have the Sun. I love the Sun in Splendor. It's beautiful. All right. In your foundation, Sagittarius, you have Death. That is interesting. Okay. Right below the Devil. Okay. What you manifest, what you embody is the root of the power of Earth, the Ace of Discs. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Sagittarius, for being here. Cheers. This is definitely a juicy looking tree, an interesting looking tree. So let's begin at the top. In pure, unadulterated consciousness, unaffected by anything else, the all. You have the Eight of Wands. This is getting a whole bunch of messages all at the same time, right? Here, Mercury, communication, Sagittarius, going and travel. This is on the move. This is great haste. This is making smart decisions around your goals. Warns against making premature conclusions while on the move. can never tell if I'm getting ahead of myself or if I'm actually just going with it. So I should probably just not critique this. Setting out for new inner horizons by overcoming old thought patterns. See how that works. Again, texting, motion, being open to new perspectives, and taking quick action. It's also an instant solution to problems. Electricity, a real live wire, love at first sight, possibly. An intellectual exaltation for the mind. Could also represent too many changes coming too fast. This being at the top of your tree in your pure consciousness, I'd say you are getting some ideas and you are getting some energy. And you may not personally be aware of them, but they are in the awareness that surrounds you. Okay? You want to get going. Or you are already in the process of going. Somewhere, something, working on new goals, thinking about how to get to those goals or those places, how to get that new relationship, how to end a relationship, whatever it is, whatever the thing is with edges and time and space, whatever that is, you're already on the path to get it. What you want to make sure you do is be smart about it. And to also be aware that you're aware of this. Which is a little meta, a little confusing, but that's why we're here, right? Now, that pure consciousness breaks out into hot, expanding force, aka wisdom. That wisdom is represented by the Four of Discs, Lord of Earthly Power. Now, this is kind of the opposite of everything I just described. This is possessiveness. This is being influenced by materials, or wanting to hold on to identity, right? This is Earth, and it's stability. Four are stability. Not a great stability, but good enough. This is a card of safety, of having shelter, of having a place to go, of just feeling the ground beneath you and just be like, oh, I'm here. Nice. Now, that coming out of swiftness, they're not exactly the opposite, but they're kind of the opposite. Maybe your goal, or maybe what it is you are trying to make for yourself, is a home, is a place where you can hang your proverbial hat. Maybe you're into some kind of vacation house. I worded that funny, but maybe you have a country home or something that you're looking to invest in. Some kind of material that is very stable to you and very kind of attractive and enticing, is influencing your sphere of wisdom and is telling your wisdom to be there. This could also be a person or a relationship where you feel like you need that person to feel grounded and stable and safe, in which case this contradicts that, because you want to be moving around. Again, the things don't really matter. It is the energy that I'm really curious about. So in your pure awareness, you're after something. Pure and simple. Nothing's pure and simple, but that's the idea. You're after something and you're going about it, even if you're not aware of it. And in your wisdom, you want to be somewhere, or with someone, or in something. Something is influencing you to stay grounded and stable, for better or worse. Now, you are open and you can be over trusting, a little bit gullible. So it's curious to me why you would want to do something like that, but I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to bring awareness. So that wisdom turns into cool consolidated form, aka understanding, aka what to try to understand. The Knight of Wands, again, another contradiction. This is so Tree of Life. Okay, Knight of Wands is fire, fire, lightning, ka-ching. That's not the sound lightning makes. Spirit Wars Tarot, what are you doing? Okay. This is having self-confidence. This is going after what you want, right? This is encouraging you to make confident and goal-oriented decisions very fast, without a second thought or a first one, really. It's fire, fire. There's no thought in there. You just go. He has the Ace of Wands in his hand, and he's off. Or she is off. Now, this is form, right? So we have force, we have form, and form. Cool, consolidated form. Hot, expansive. Although I do put the Knights in power, so they are cool, consolidated form to me. This is a contradiction right here. Maybe that's what you need to understand. You have conflicting feelings, and your form is possibly being affected by that. Now, again, this is whatever. This is in the world of emanation. In the world of emanation, we haven't done anything with it yet, right? We just have a slight awareness of it. We have wisdom and understanding, and then consciousness. And in understanding, you might be a little confused. You have this awareness of all these messages, of all these goals, of all these things you're doing, and then in your wisdom is telling you to stay put with something, and you feel contradicted and want to break out. You know you make me break out. You know that song? I'm sorry I sang, but it just came in my head. You want to break out. Just know that. Just no, not know it, because we're not in knowledge yet, because I'm not doing that yet with these readings. But stay tuned. But yeah, understand that your form, your Saturn, which is limiting and deals with endings and all that fun stuff, I don't want to say it's confusing you per se, because again, there's no swords here anywhere in the tree. But there's a conflict. There's conflict with you, Sagittarius. And that's okay. Conflict is like change. It's always there. In some form or another, for better or worse. Okay. Pardon. Let's move into the world of creation. Hot, expansive force. In the world of love, also known as generosity, mercy, yada yada. You have Mars and Leo, Seven of Wands, Lord of Valor. Now this is risking a single-handed effort. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it means that. This is growing past your own limitations. This is making a decisive, this is standing up for a plan and doing it, even if it's all alone. It does encourage brave action towards an apparently dying cause, but also warns of giving too much energy to something that's not really worth it. Check the, okay, it's not well dignified, so it won't be felt too strong. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I saw a sketch on this guy that said that, and he's like, why do you always say that? Are you being dishonest the rest of the time? And now every time I say it, I'm like, am I being dishonest the rest of the time? I'm gonna level with you. I see relationship stuff here, okay? I see you saying, And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a job, could be a place you're living at. It could be whatever you are attached to here in your wisdom. I see you fighting for it in love, saying, I don't care that all these other wands are coming up against me. I am going to fight for this, and that's it. I'm going to grow past my limitations. I don't care if it's a waste of energy. I'm going to go for it. I don't care if it's a small victory. I don't care if it's a risk. I'm going to go for it. And this is under Jupiter. Jupiter is your greater benefactor, your generator of faith. And your rulership has a little extra clout, a little extra. Your rulership is. Let me talk to you here. It's strong. It's strong. I won't say necessarily will decide what will happen, but it's strong in you. You are going to stick with something. You're going to put all your effort into it in the world of creation. And that's the thing with the Seven of Wands. Unlike the Seven of Swords, since this club here has so much passion and you're basically saying, I'm going to win or die trying, you're probably going to win. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I can't see what it is that you are attached to, what you're fighting for, and it doesn't really matter just as long as you are aware that in your sphere of love, you are not backing down. All right. Okay, so love, again, cool consolidated form, turns into power. You have the Knight of Cups. Now this is very interesting. I do not see this as you. I see this as either someone you're with romantically or not romantically who is influencing you. And this son of a gun, he's a charmer. He's romantic. He's amiable. He's likable. He's persuasive. He's got emotional depth. He's artistic. Oh, he's dreamy. He knows how to be. He knows how to have considerate togetherness, right? Give you attention. However, he is not enduring. Let's say emotionally motivated, because he's fire and water, right? So he gets excited about something, one part of him, and then the water part just puts it out, and he's like, fuck it, I don't care. He's sensitive. He's poetic. He's also idle and passive. He's a bit of a contradiction. Him being in your power, or she being in your power, see, there's so many contradictions here. And then there's literally a contradiction of a card. And that's your power, but could also signify a challenge for you. Restless, extravagance, hasty, irresponsible, exuberant. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is maybe someone you're a little attached to, in a relationship with, or very much wanting to be, because this person gives you a sense of groundedness, maybe a certain sense of inspiration, and perhaps even a little bit of courage and love, right? It's a very powerful thing. And the Knight of Cups is, he's okay, she's okay. Crowley says it mostly depends on how they mate and stuff like that. You know, it's just a weird way to even word that, but I don't want to say they're all not dependable, but they can be flaky. People are complicated, right? So just be aware that whatever is giving you this power, this Knight of Cups energy, this feeling of romance and passion and all this stuff, it possibly could be unstable. That's all. That's all. Okay. Let's move into, right, slight expansion. And in between love and power, we have the truth, which is the devil. Okay. Let me explain. The truth, excuse me, is your personal localized consciousness, how you personally see things in any kind of situation or whatever. And the devil is all about moving from truth into splendor, moving from personal localized consciousness into the world as we see it, into the matrix, right? It's all about matter or meter, right? It's how we measure something. This is this big, right? And these cards are that big, right? And this is all real, supposedly. Under this card, it's all that matters, because again, it's moving from truth into Had. Had is reason, Had is measurements, and all this kind of stuff, mental kind of stuff, as opposed to Nektok, which is more emotional. That, the material world can feel a little like it's holding you down, or you're stuck to it, possibly. That's a big thing with this card. People feeling that they have addictions, or people that they can't give up, codependency, stuff like that. I see you being very aware of this. And here we get Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn. Something here is keeping you grounded, stable, steady, nice. You know, maybe you don't feel like traveling anymore and doing all the things that you do as Sagittarius, learning and going forward. But also, I don't want to say it's not what's best for you, but it's just it's not your nature, Sag. You're the 9th house of long journeys overseas. You're hasty, you're sincere, you go out there and you learn stuff and you don't let anything stop you. And these two guys, your truth and your wisdom, are saying that's something here in the material world is causing you to feel a little stuck. I don't know if it's 9 of Cups. Could be anything. The trick with the devil is to, wherever it is that your eye is being drawn to here, right, the third eye there, which is what is keeping you chained. Just let it go. Like, it's so easy. If you can't let it go, just try to detach from it a little bit. If you can't do that, just whatever grip that you do have, just relax the grip and just see what happens. Because it's okay to be attached to things. We're all attached to things. I'm attached to this hand. If you cut it off, I'd be very sad and all that stuff. But if you say, okay, it's going to get weird, give us your hand or we're going to blow up a building or something, then I would have to reconsider. That got dark. I don't know. Again, the devil is tricky. But he's in your truth, and he's saying that you are attached to something, and it possibly could become unhealthy. So, again, just be aware of it. It's in your personal localized consciousness, in your truth, so you probably are already aware of it on some level. Okay, now let's move into the world of formation, where we start getting a clear picture of things before we enter the world of manifestation. Okay, in your victory, you have the Prince of Wands. Now, this guy Good looking guy, isn't he? Yeah. I'm a Prince of Wands. Okay. He is generous. He approaches life with an optimism, increasing self-assurance. I think it's awesome. He approaches life, he encourages approaching life with just totally self-confident manner. Like he's got this, she's got this, you've got this, it's fine. A little bit too much, a little cocky even, right? He can be controlling, he can be a hothead, unapologetic. He's proud, he's a daredevil. Does warn of spontaneous satisfaction of desires at the expense of long-term goals, but I don't really see that being a problem here. Seeing that he or she is in victory. Nektok, ruled by Venus, love. Pioneer spirit. And he or she has the courage to be independent. I see him in victory saying that you don't need anything. You don't need a thing. You just need to do whatever it is you need to do. Air or fire, right? He understands, not only doesn't understand, but he knows what he's doing. Or she knows what she's doing. It might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, it's not for us to say, but he or she gets an idea and does it. And that's it. That's why it says be careful what you do, because you might be messing up long-term goals. But this lady or guy is impulsive, a hero, a sprinter, a good leader. And him being in victory, I feel like Spirit is wanting me to tell you that you can do whatever it is you need to do. Don't worry about the devil. Don't worry about a thing. You just do you, Sag. Just be pure Sag, and everything else will be fine. That will be your victory. Nothing will hold you back. Not one thing. Okay. Now, that, again, expansion moves into cool consolidated form in the world of formation, where we have the sun. This is on the path of the sun, Had moving into Yesod, Splendor moving into Foundation. So it's extra powerful, I feel. And this is the first place I ever encountered the sun on the Tree of Life, and it's a long story, I'm not going to get into it, but this is the happiest card of all the tarot. And it's enjoying the moment. It's success, it's accomplishment, it's public notice, it's applause, it's you did a good job, thanks. It's letting go of facades. It's a prefrontal cortex, right? As opposed to the moon, which is the limbic system. Prefrontal cortex is just who you are, relaxed, happy, nice. I'm free. Recovery. Synthesis of creativity. And you take a step back from your victory with the Prince of Wands, which is air of fire, which is literally a sun. You see a sun. You have a sun in Capricorn and your wisdom. Well, Sagittarius, what I see here is you liberating yourself, again, from something. How you do that, I have no idea. What it is you're attached to, again, not a clue, and it doesn't matter. But once you take your victory, this is your splendor, freedom, trust, attainment. You've done it. You're free. And you are happy. That's nice. All right. Okay, in your foundation, you have death, Scorpio energy. Death is truth moving into victory. It is, is the will and the what. It's desire, right? Scorpio's desire, and desire is basically choosing or wanting something that you perceive that you don't have. Because personal localized consciousness has the illusion of lack, which creates the illusion of life and death. And the long and short of it, it's an ending. It's a major transformation, for better or worse, and it's one that you want. You want it very bad. This being in your foundation, this being everything that the tree is built upon. I almost feel it's like a tower, but not exactly. I feel it's like all these other Sephiroth, which have this in it, and vice versa. It's like, this has got to change. This has got to change. I shouldn't have to be a Prince of Wands. I shouldn't have to break out of the devil. I shouldn't be so Knight of Cupsy. I shouldn't have to do the... I just need to change. And I can feel it, Sagittarius, because you, in your pure awareness, you want to break out. You want the devil to die. You want whatever it is you're attached to release itself from, I should say, whatever you want, whatever it is you are attaching yourself to you want to be free of this, for better or worse. I don't want to say, you don't want anyone dead, unless you do. I've all been there. But yeah, you want something to change, and in your foundation, something is changing forever, for better or worse. And there's no going back from it. Again, for better or worse. But I'm gonna go ahead and say better, because all of this leads to what you manifest and embody, and what you manifest and embody is potential, is the root of the power of earth, the Ace of Discs, where everything is changeable, or all change is possible, right? This is investment, business opportunities, nurturing sexuality. It's pure potential, right? They're all in Kether, and in Kether nothing's happened yet, but there's pure potential here. I see all of this, all this stuff you went through. It's like a big explosion, or just a big change, right? And it's like clearing the decks. And what you manifested here is whatever you want it to be. What do you want it to be? This is your golden ticket. What do you want to do? You did it. You freed yourself. You found the sun. You found who you are. You changed. You got free. And you listened to whatever the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, the awareness, was telling you. And now you're free. Start it all over again. And that is a beautiful thing, Sagittarius. We are way over time here, so just give it a quick run through. Sports Center style. Okay. Pure awareness, all these messages, smart choices made around your goals. You want to get going on something, and you're probably already on your way. In your wisdom, you're very nice and comfortable and safe with something, but you don't want to stay there too long. And yeah, you know this. Okay, in your form, you're out. You want to break out, but you're still feeling very limited. not be sure why. In your world of love, in the world of creation, you're going to do whatever it takes to break out. Nothing's going to stop you. In your world of power, you have this Knight of Cups. Again, I don't feel it's you. It could be any influence. It could be a romantic relationship. Be a father, brother, whatever. It could also be a challenge. Someone influencing you, for better or worse. About survival. This is Mars, so you feel this Knight of Cups is somehow either influencing or necessary to your survival. In your truth, influenced by the sun, you have the Devil, attachment to the material world, for better or worse. You feel attached to something, and that it won't let you go, or you won't let it go. In your victory, you have the Prince of Wands, right? Who is unapologetic, hothead, proud, will also do whatever it takes in a smart way, an inspiring way. Then, when you let that go and you enter into splendor, you see the sun, you see the light, you see the freedom, you enjoy it, and it's a nice feeling. And then you come to your foundation, you realize something's got to go, something needs to change, and that's it. And once you do all that, or realize all that, or feel all that, or whatever it is you do, you manifest this golden ticket. And you want to take care of it, so it grows into a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, till 10 of discs, until then you have to give it away and turn it back into an ace again. But this is a new beginning, a new opportunity, right? Start afresh. It's a new dawn, it's a new day for Sagittarius, and according to this tree, you have fucking earned it. Please like the video if you like the video. Please subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I will catch you in the next wormhole, as my teacher says. Okay, much love. Bye-bye, Sag.